love early mornings on the boat. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's quiet. There's coffee, there's meditation, there's a sunrise over the mountains. It's absolutely spectacular. And all of that to prep me for the craziness of the day. Preparation for a long passage. Yes, we are going from Ensenada, Mexico, straight over to the French Polynesian Islands, the Marquesas, Hiva Oa to be exact. But it takes a lot of preparation. It's 3,000 nautical miles where we will not see a speck of land. It should take about 3 weeks. Now, when we came to Ensenada, we really thought it was just kind of a stopover. We had a little bit of a window issue. So we thought we'd be here for 2 weeks and then keep going south and then eventually go over to the French Polynesian Islands. But the 2 weeks turned into 2 months. But you know what, in retrospect, that was good because the prep. It is shocking how much we have to do to prepare for a passage like that. It's everything from route planning and weather planning and electronics, getting our charts up and running and making sure we have the appropriate maps and the appropriate slots in the chart plotter. We have to make sure our boat tracker is working so all of you can follow us along the way. And mostly that's for my family because they're a little bit worried. So the electronics are a huge piece of it. The food. That is a massive piece of it because not only do we have to prepare for that entire 3 weeks, we also have to prepare in case it takes us a lot longer, and we have to prepare in case of emergencies. And once we get there, the islands don't exactly stock a ton of stuff, and we want to be careful not to go buying everything out from underneath the locals. So we try to make sure we plan ahead for that. Then, of course, there are the big things. The engine maintenance, the water maker. And every single time we look into something, it becomes a bigger project. I think that's just the nature of boat work. So for example, when Paul was getting the water maker up and running, and how fabulous is that we can make fresh water out of ocean water, it turns out the company sent us the wrong filters and they didn't fit. And so that was a problem that had to be solved. Then the engine, well, that's another whole problem. Everything had been working great, and then all of a sudden there is a coolant leak. Apparently it might be the thermostat, but Paul's working on that. So there are the big things. There's a whole solar battery thing that I'll get to in a little bit. And we also need to make sure we take care of things on the home front, like our house rental, making sure that's okay. Banking, money, there's just, I can't tell you, the list goes on and on and on. So this is why I cherish my early mornings on the boat.
Call it what you want, but I got a feeling. I've been pacing, trying patience. It's time to take a chance on what I believe in. I think we should take a walk on the moon. We could chase down a shooting star, or maybe two. What you waiting for? We got nothing to lose. If you believe, come with me.
San Diego. I really do. But man, we cannot seem to leave. I'm telling you, well, actually that's not true. We did leave. We actually left. We sailed from San Diego to Ensenada on December 30th. Yes, we did leave. We did get out of here. We started our journey. Amazing. But we keep coming back. Our boat is in Ensenada, that's where we've been the whole time, getting some boat work done. The windows have taken longer than expected, unfortunately. So what does that do? That gives us one more reason to go across the border, come back to San Diego. Today's reason is Paul has decided that he wants more solar and bigger batteries. Yes, we have solar and we have batteries. He wants bigger and more. Such a man. So I think this is probably our last time in San Diego for a while, but we'll see. We are actually setting sail from Ensenada straight over to the French Polynesian Islands, hopefully in 2 weeks. The countdown has begun.
Making wishes, blow your kisses to the madness of this planet we're leaving. Exhilaration, liberation. Let's do the things we only do when we're dreaming. Come, let's go and take a walk on the moon, and then we'll chase down a shooting star, or maybe two. What you waiting for? We got nothing to lose if you believe. Come with me, come with me. Hop aboard my rocket ship, let's head for the eclipse. Ain't no ceiling to hold us down, we can turn it on around.
Okay, so how about you tell us about your solar and battery project?
Okay, so we just finished with doing 2 upgrades. We upgraded our battery bank, and then we also took off 2 200-watt solar panels, and we put in these quite large 450-watt bifacial panels. So let's start with the batteries first, though. The batteries that we got on this boat when we first purchased it, they're AGM batteries. They're 225 amp hours each, 3 of them. So that gave us roughly 765 amp hours. With this boat, it consumes about 50% of those amp hours every day just under normal use. So I wanted to have some excess amp hours for us to consume, just in case we get cloudy days. We don't want to run the motors as much to try to recharge them. So I stuck with AGM batteries, and I got a bigger bank. So I'm now up to 865 amp hours of new AGM batteries. And a lot of people are going to say, why didn't you go to lithium? Now, there's a couple different reasons I didn't go to lithium. Number one is the area that we are right now where we did this project, we don't have the expertise to do everything that's needed to be done to make sure that we can do lithium safely. So we chose to stay with the AGM batteries. And by the way, I do have a Blue Eddy solar generator which has lithium batteries. So that gives me a completely independent battery system that I have as backup that is lithium. So we can run our kitchen appliances and our computers and charging and all that stuff off of that completely independent lithium solar generator if I want to do that. Let's talk about the solar panels really quick. Again, I took out some older 200-watt panels and I put in these 450-watt bifacial panels, which is about as big as I could put back here, but they're pretty efficient. The bifacial component of it is that it just gives us some extra energy out of that footprint. So not only do we get the solar off the top of the panel, but we also get reflection solar energy from the bottom side of this panel. So I thought they were pretty cool. They came from Renogy, which is a company based in California. The price was absolutely right. So I think for the pair of those, I paid $720, which was awesome. So anyways, that's my solar project, and
Awesome.
I think it's going to give us the extra capacity that we wanted and the extra charging capability that we were looking for as well.
Cool. I can't wait to see it out on the open water.
It's only one step till we're finally free.